National Fire Protection Association 70, also known as the National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides guidelines for the proper installation of electrical systems, including fire alarm systems. Article 760 addresses fire alarm systems and includes specific requirements for the support of fire alarm wiring. Specifically, Article 760.21 states the requirement for supporting fire alarm wiring. This section dictates that fire alarm cables must be supported by the building structure in such a manner that the cables will not be damaged by normal building use. These supports must not be spaced more than 4 feet apart. This requirement helps to ensure the integrity and reliability of the fire alarm system by preventing the wires from becoming damaged or disconnected. Several factors make proper support of fire alarm wiring crucial. Firstly, it maintains the physical integrity of the wiring. Adequate support prevents the wires from sagging, stretching, or rubbing against other objects, which could damage the insulation or conductors. Damaged wiring can lead to short circuits, open circuits, or intermittent connections, all of which can compromise the functionality of the fire alarm system. Secondly, it ensures the reliability of the system. Fire alarm systems are designed to operate reliably in emergency situations, and proper wiring support is essential for achieving this. By keeping the wires securely in place, the system is less likely to malfunction due to physical stress or environmental factors. Thirdly, it enhances safety. Damaged or improperly supported wiring can create fire hazards. Exposed conductors or loose connections can spark or overheat, potentially igniting nearby combustible materials. Proper support minimizes these risks and helps to maintain a safe environment. Fourthly, it promotes compliance with the NEC. The National Electrical Code is a widely adopted standard for electrical installations, and compliance with its requirements is essential for ensuring the safety and legality of electrical systems. Article 760.21 is a specific requirement for fire alarm systems, and failure to comply with it can result in code violations, fines, or other penalties. Several methods can be used to support fire alarm wiring. One common method is to use cable ties or straps to secure the wires to structural elements such as ceiling joists, wall studs, or conduit. These supports should be made of materials that are compatible with the wiring and the environment, and they should be installed in such a way that they do not damage the wires. Another method is to use cable trays or ladder racks to support the wires. These systems provide a continuous support surface for the wires and can be particularly useful for long runs of cable. Cable trays and ladder racks should be properly grounded to prevent electrical hazard. In addition to the spacing requirement of 4 feet, the NEC also specifies other requirements for the support of fire alarm wiring. For example, the code requires that the supports be securely fastened to the building structure and that they be capable of supporting the weight of the wires. The code also prohibits the use of certain types of supports, such as those made of combustible materials. When installing fire alarm wiring, it is important to carefully consider the specific requirements of the NEC and to use appropriate support methods and materials. A licensed electrician can help to ensure that the wiring is installed in compliance with the code and that the fire alarm system is safe and reliable. The 4-foot support rule is not arbitrary. It is based on engineering principles that consider the weight of the cable, its susceptibility to damage from movement and vibration, and the need to maintain the integrity of the fire alarm circuit. Firstly, consider the weight of the cable. Fire alarm cables, especially those containing multiple conductors, can be quite heavy, especially when bundled together. Over long spans, the weight of the cable can cause it to sag, putting stress on the conductors and insulation. This stress can lead to premature failure of the cable, especially if it is subjected to repeated bending or vibration. Supporting the cable every 4 feet helps to distribute its weight evenly, reducing the stress on any one point and preventing sagging. Secondly, consider the susceptibility to damage from movement and vibration. Buildings are not static structures. They are subject to movement from wind, seismic activity, and even normal occupancy. This movement can cause the fire alarm cables to vibrate or sway, especially if they are not properly supported. This vibration can cause the cables to rub against other objects such as pipes or conduits, which can damage the insulation. Over time, this damage can lead to short circuits or open circuits, compromising the reliability of the fire alarm system. Supporting the cable every 4 feet helps to minimize movement and vibration, reducing the risk of damage. Thirdly, consider the need to maintain the integrity of the fire alarm circuit. Fire alarm systems are designed to operate reliably in emergency situations, and it is essential that the wiring is protected from damage that could compromise the circuit. Even a small break in the insulation can cause a ground fault, which can disable the entire system. Supporting the cable every 4 feet helps to protect it from physical damage and ensures that the circuit remains intact. The specific requirements for supporting fire alarm wiring can vary depending on the type of cable being used. For example, the NEC specifies different requirements for solid conductor cables versus stranded conductor cables. Solid conductor cables are generally more rigid and less susceptible to damage from bending, so they may be able to be supported at slightly longer intervals. Stranded conductor cables, on the other hand, are more flexible and more susceptible to damage from bending, so they typically require more frequent support. The NEC also specifies different requirements for different types of fire alarm systems. For example, addressable fire alarm systems, which use digital communication to identify the specific location of a fire, typically require more stringent wiring requirements than conventional fire alarm systems, which use simple on-off circuits. This is because addressable systems are more sensitive to wiring problems such as ground faults or short circuits. In addition to the NEC, local building codes may also specify requirements for supporting fire alarm wiring. These local codes may be more stringent than the NEC, and it is important to be familiar with them before beginning any electrical work. When installing fire alarm wiring, it is always best to err on the side of caution and to provide more support than is strictly required by the code. This will help to ensure that the system is reliable and that it will operate properly in an emergency. It is also important to use high-quality support materials that are designed for use with fire alarm wiring. These materials should be resistant to corrosion, vibration, and other environmental factors. The specific type of support material that is used will depend on the type of cable being supported and the environment in which it is being installed. For example, in damp or corrosive environments, it is important to use support materials that are made of stainless steel or other corrosion-resistant materials. When installing fire alarm wiring, it is also important to follow the manufacturer's instructions for the cable and the support materials. These instructions will provide valuable information on the proper way to install the wiring and to ensure that it is properly supported. It is also important to inspect the wiring regularly to ensure that it is still properly supported and that there are no signs of damage. If any problems are found, they should be corrected immediately. Maintaining proper support for fire alarm wiring is an ongoing process. As buildings age and settle, the wiring can shift and become loose. It is important to periodically inspect the wiring and to tighten or replace any supports that are loose or damaged. This will help to ensure that the fire alarm system continues to operate reliably for many years to come. Firstly, ensure the supports are secured. All supports should be securely fastened to the building structure to prevent them from coming loose over time. Secondly, protect the wires. Supports should be installed in a way that does not damage the wires. Avoid over-tightening cable ties or staples, as this can crush the insulation and create a potential fire hazard. Thirdly, consider the environment. In harsh environments, such as those with high humidity or extreme temperatures, use supports that are specifically designed for those conditions. Fourthly, use appropriate spacing. Maintain the required spacing between supports to prevent sagging or strain on the wires. This spacing is typically specified in the NEC or other applicable codes. Fifthly, inspect regularly. Periodically inspect the supports to ensure they are still in good condition and haven't become loose or damaged. Replace any supports that show signs of wear or corrosion. Following these best practices will help ensure that fire alarm wiring is properly supported and that the fire alarm system functions reliably. Proper supportive fire alarm wiring is not just a matter of code compliance, it is also a matter of life safety. A properly installed and supported fire alarm system can save lives by providing early warning of a fire. By following the NEC requirements and using best practices, electrical contractors can help to ensure that fire alarm systems are safe, reliable, and effective. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it is important to stay current with the latest requirements. Electrical contractors should attend continuing education courses and read industry publications to stay up to date on the latest changes to the code. This will help them to ensure that they are installing fire alarm systems in compliance with the latest standards. The NEC is a complex document, and it can be difficult to understand all of the requirements. Electrical contractors should consult with qualified engineers and inspectors to ensure that they are properly interpreting and applying the code. This will help them to avoid costly mistakes and to ensure that their installations are safe and compliant. Proper support of fire alarm wiring is an essential part of a safe and reliable fire alarm system. By following the NEC requirements and using best practices, electrical contractors can help to protect lives and property from fire.